I mean, I don't know how I let this shit pass. The mystery crate, we had a fantasy football league, the Tony Bowl. Salute to that boy Tony. He outside. We love you, brother. Also, the mystery crate league got full. And Roy, you know how Roy be. He's gonna take
What I
him a
do?
year to respond.
What
And so
I
he
do?
finally
What?
responded. So I put him in another league, the procrastination league. Boy, I won both of them motherfuckers. I'm a 4-time champion in y'all face right now. I beat Smitton in the playoffs. I beat Tony in the Tony Bowl. I took Roy out of here. What else do
Yeah.
you? What else do you want? Are you not entertained?
You
I
have
had a
the
Congrats,
6-game
Juju.
losing streak in your procrastinators league and got
Hey,
knocked
man.
out of playoffs.
you have an
I don't know
extra
what
league for
happened.
people who procrastinate. That's
Exactly.
incredible.
And it was called the procrastinators, and I
Who
won
was
that guy
in that
too.
league other than Roy? Anyone we
All
know?
all my slow friends, like all my important, all my friends that are too important to get back to me on time. Party promoters, athletes, Sarah Spain. It's people like that.
Roy.
You never know.
I did not see an invite to the show's fantasy league.
That's why you're in the slow league, right? Why was the
no,
other
I
one
didn't- I
called the
didn't get it.
Tony Bowl?
I didn't get it. So
Because
I
it's
didn't
about my
respond.
boy this year. This year is the focus on my boy. My boy is
Oh.
finna be through the roof. You feel me? We trying to get my boy on the map. Guess where he at? On it. My boy went to Duval. Guess what he did? Took over. My boy did the UFC shit. Guess what he did? Got a feed. Get what my boy did? Went to New York. Look at my boy. Salute. My boy got a camera and everything. Tangy, tranky, troppy, man. Come on.
The
Tony
reason
Bowl.
why it's called the
I-
Tony Bowl.
Trappy.
Yeah, the reason why it's called the Tony Bowl is because Juju made it the first commemorative Tony Bowl. It just has a ring to it, you know, a certain je ne sais quoi.
I went to
feel me?
Toronto. In Washington. And
Wasn't the Roy Bowl though? You didn't answer the email.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Can I just say something real quick? I get accused all the time of being a bandwagon sports fan, but Tony just became a Jaguars fan last weekend and
Not last weekend.
took all of the credit for them winning their first home playoff game in whatever years, and like no one
to be
seems
fair-
to be calling him a bandwagoner.
All right.
Well done.
Go ahead, Whitty. To be fair, go ahead.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, he's been talking about the Jags on the program for several weeks.
In the face
Decides,
of
hey,
laughter,
I'm going to go.
in the
I'm going
face
to
of
go.
ridicule.
And the third
How is
biggest
that
comeback in
different than what
NFL.
I do?
The third biggest comeback in NFL history just sort of descends from the skies the
We know
second
why.
he shows up. Because you lit a
showed
candle
up?
to San Boselli.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
Do you like
What you
candles
do.
to some sort of,
Santeria over here.
you know, no, relax, chill. Do not
Okay,
ever.
sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, sorry.
No, to answer your question, Tony, no, I have never lit a candle to a fake deity so that I
That
can
was more
turn
directed
around the
towards
fortunes
Jess.
of my favorite football
Deity.
team.
Yeah,
That
that would,
Cynthia just jumped on. Explain what deity means to her,
Oh no.
Just in case she doesn't know.
just
like
in case.
religious figure.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
You
God
got
bless
that,
asking
Cynthia?
her.
I grew up
Cynthia?
Catholic and went to Catholic school for like 20 years, so yeah, I've lit candles to fake deities, Tony.
Well, to
Facts
turn
on
About
facts.
sports
to
teams.
turn around the outcome of your favorite
I went to
sports
Notre
team?
Dame. Yeah, I've lit candles to sports teams, Tony.
Who's
We
this
have a
Mary
grotto that people go to before football games.
Damn.
Who is this
like
Mary
candles.
person? that
I
we're
don't
hearing
even know
to?
what.
Jeremy doesn't know what a grotto is.
Yeah,
Can you explain it to
Yeah,
him?
would you explain it?
Anybody does.
Notre Dame has this like it's modeled after Our Lady of Lourdes, like that in France, and it's a sanctuary set up to the Virgin Mary, and students and people that visit campus go and light candles there. Most people go and light candles for like, you know, people who have passed away, or like, you know, it's a very solemn place. It's very quiet, but on game days people will go and light candles before game day. And I would venture to guess people have lit candles for the football team there.
It's
frequently.
weird that the most famous grottos in the world are probably on opposite ends of the spectrum, right?
I can only think of one grotto, Billy, and I think you know what it is. 'cause
It's the
you just
opposite
mentioned-
end of the spectrum.
Yes, it's the very opposite end of the spectrum. Yes, okay, that's
Is
what
this
I
a-
was thinking.
Is this
when
like
I
a
heard
bar in
grotto.
Winwood or something?
No,
No.
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 It's
a
at a
great guess,
certain.
though.
It's at a certain home.
It's at a house.
It's for a certain.
Creepy
Person
old
who's
man
no
used
longer
to
with
live.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Playboy
creepy man.
grotto. Yeah.
the
There you
Playboy
go.
grotto. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Rest
Yeah.
in
Pool. It's like a
peace.
cave inside the pool, right? Is that what a grotto is?
Mm-hmm.
Rest in
Yeah,
power,
that's
King.
the one for Mary too. It's a cave inside a pool.
Yeah.
Everybody goes in their swimwear, bikini season.
I mean, it's
get
next to
fit.
a lake.
Yeah, to go pray to Mary.
Welcome to Mystery Crate.
Mm.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Hi. Good morning. Good morning.
What are
We
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 doing?
look,
What are we
we
doing
look
today on
all
Mystery
extra
Crate?
tired.
Good energy today, huh, guys?
Yeah,
We're
energy's
like
real
all
weird. Real
tired.
weird.
Me and Jeremy just came off of a meeting. I'm tired already. It was 30 minutes.
Roy, when you
Yeah.
when you said you had an 8:30 Friday meeting, I wanted to call bullshit on you so bad, but it sounds like you actually did have a real meeting this
really
We had
morning.
notes and everything.
Notes.
Wait, handwritten meeting notes? That's
Yep.
so
Yep.
cute.
Who are you trying to impress, Roy?
I'm trying to impress this guy from a certain professional sporting league in North America.
Gary
That we're
Bettman.
gonna have at 1:30.
MLS.
See you, Gary.
No, it's the other one that nobody watches.
Whoa.
Damn.
PLL?
No,
I don't even know what
not
that is.
PLL, No.
PLL to me is Pretty Little Liars. No one will ever change that.
That's so
Oh,
true, Billy Gill.
Mhm.
Do you watch
Factual.
Pretty Little Liars?
I didn't watch. I haven't seen the reboot on HBO Max or like the continuation or whatever it was, and I never saw Ravenswood or whatever the spinoff was called that lasted like 5 minutes. But regular PLL, oh god.
This seems right up Jer Bear's alley, to be honest. I feel like you're a PLL guy. Like the way you're nodding your head. I'm only saying that because I brought up Twilight last week on Mystery Crate, and Jer Bear was the only one.
I was
well,
stoked.
Cynthia too, and Mike Fuentes. Actually, weirdly, we're all super into it, and the rest of the Zoom was like, "What
Icky
the
old.
fuck?"
Yeah,
I
just
was
like
the
me.
opposite. I was not into it. I made
No,
fun
you
of
were-
it.
That's my
were
friend. We're
into
team
it.
over. We're team Jacob over here.
Making it up over there.
There we go.
Oh, I
Team Jacob.
still cringe when I think about that Le Batard Show interview from last year.
That was one of the more uncomfortable interviews that's been done. It wasn't quite Vince Wilfork, but it was up there.
Oh, I'd like to show you another interview that was pretty uncomfy.
Yeah.
Real
You
hoopers know.
Send it in
Yes,
the chat.
sir.
Oh, it's 3 syllables, baby.
What?
We're playing chess.
I don't
he's
know what
playing
a
checkers.
syllable is. Can you tell, Jeremy? Oh,
Oh boy. Yeah.
yeah. Well, that one got nominated for a Suey, so it's not really.
That should have been nominated for a whole
secret.
bunch of other stuff.
That should have been
Exactly.
nominated for the cutting room floor because
Yeah, it was partially my fault. It was
I
partially
had
my
to
fault. Yeah.
no, it was honestly. We don't have to get into it.
There was
Oh,
a
is the
lot
other
of things
person in the room?
happened.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know
I had to
anything
make a
happened.
lot of phone call amends the day after
Mm.
that one.
Well,
and
I
do not
apologize,
like being
Jessica.
in that position. Roy, it's not
Sorry.
your fault. Anyways,
Billy's fault.
Wilfork was awkward in that Vince Wilfork was so nice about everything that it really like made me deeply sad and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He was
'Cause he
just so
couldn't-
earnest.
He was so
Right.
earnest. Earnestness makes me uncomfortable. I don't know about you guys.
Me too.
Whenever someone's being earnest, I'm like, oh no.
Why?
I
I
like
suppose I don't wanna
Ernest.
Oh, it's because I
process
grew up on
this.
the internet.
Yeah, I like Ernest
Exactly.
Gets Stupid, the Halloween
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that was
one
Dude.
better.
Yeah.
Or is when
Oh,
he's an
Ernest goes to
astronaut.
jail. Ernest
I
goes-
Yeah, that's
regretted
really
not
good.
putting Ernest Saves Christmas on my Christmas list.
Yeah.
To do in the
Oh.
draft,
I
like
thought
right
Who
about it.
won
I
that,
thought
by
about
the
it,
way?
actually. I think I
You dropped
did.
the ball. Yeah, I
Did
think
we
Roy
pick a
won
winner?
it.
I lost.
Social
No, not a
media-wise.
single person on social
Yeah.
media said they liked my list. Not a one.
Yeah, social. I
I-
think Royce won the social
I
media
don't even
side.
remember what I picked.
Thank you, Juju.
Yeah. Salute to you, King.
I think it's a bias against you, Jessica, though.
Oh, maybe.
Unfortunately,
Thank
yeah,
you,
that
Roy,
might
for
be
saying that.
Juju,
Yeah,
how do
I
we
just
make
wanna get
this?
that out there.
How do
All
we
the
make
haters
this
out there.
the year of Roy?
Oh,
Yoy.
I mean, I think it always is. It was always the
The
Jags.
year of real dough.
Was always the judge.
Hell yeah! I mean, I think this is the Roy about. This is the year. This is the year of all of us. You feel me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did
Yes.
mention one of those leagues I won. Like we had the Tony Bowl.
Yeah.
One meat league I won, back-to-back champion, by the way.
Oh,
The
congratulations.
Guillermo Mafia League. You feel
Wow.
me? It's a whole
Ooh.
league set up for you. You ain't even in that motherfucker.
I'm in the
But-
chat though. Yeah, because what happened was, you know what happened was, is that last year I put down that I was invited, and I put down on my calendar the day, and then they
Yeah.
changed it to 2 days before, the day before that, and then I'm like, ready to go. Where's the link? They're like, oh, we moved the draft up a day or two, and I'm like, okay, I guess not participating in this. And then
But you
this
would've
year they
lost
just,
anyway.
Yeah,
You'd have lost
probably.
anyway. I won back to back. Salute to the Guillermo Mafia League and the Lauer After Hours Fantasy League. I won that one too. So basically,
my
I
God.
cleaned up. I cleaned up the Level Universe.
How many
You
leagues
know-
did
You're
win,
so
Juju?
damn good.
So
Juju,
many
you're good at this,
leagues.
man.
you know,
You
a
feel
real
me?
problem that I had in fantasy this year, and you're gonna think it's like kind of ridiculous, and it is. It's like a complaint. So I was doing really good in both my fantasy leagues. In fact, I was in first place in both my fantasy leagues, right?
Me too.
And I was up like 2-3 games. So like the last couple weeks, I was like, all right, we're good. Let's just coast into the playoffs. We're fine. And then Thursdays were really not a good day because the team's locked, but I'm also like in God bless football hell. So like I'm working on that and I always would miss the lock time, right? But I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like I'm good. I'm going to get into the playoffs. Until the playoffs started and I didn't realize the playoffs started. And I had Travis Homer as a starting running back. And I had another injured player in there. And then I had players that had come back from injury on the IR. And all of them played on Thursday. And I left like 40 points on the bench and got eliminated in the first round of both my playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what you get for picking somebody up from the U when you went to FIU. That's kind of, you know,
Karma.
Yeah.
It's true.
Inside.
Juju, how do you have time to like pay mind to all these fantasy leagues? I'm sort of like reaching the ceiling on one. I'm in one, and I made a giant mistake earlier this year where I left Justin Fields in the starting lineup, and it cost me a win that could have potentially cost me playoff seeding and cost me potentially winning the championship of my league. It was a domino effect of my lack of attention, and I don't know how you do this.
Yeah, one word, marijuana. You know, you get high enough and you can do everything. My brain was split into like 20 pieces upon joining Metal Art Media because it's 18 podcasts that come out every day. So I have to be there and listen to the show, kind of. So same thing with the fantasy football league.
Multitasker extraordinaire.
You feel me? Jack of all
Special
trades,
task.
master of none. You know?
Juju, you'd be a great wedding planner.
in the
People
mail.
make a lot of money. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, not all of them make a lot of money. That's a
Jennifer
perception,
Lopez.
not reality kind of thing.
Okay.
There's a lot of stressors that are involved in planning weddings and doing stuff like that. So
Right.
that's just, you know.
But they get compensated for it.
Yeah, not always the way
Yeah.
that you think on Instagram or in movies.
What are
or
you?
in fake worlds.
What are you
What do you
talking about?
do? You have wedding planning bona fides we're unaware of?
My wife was a wedding planner at a hotel for 3 years, so like I know the business pretty intimately because she tells me like, hey, this planner that you
Ooh,
see
he does have wedding planning.
who's incredible on Instagram is not who you think she is because all the stuff on Instagram makes everything look really, really good. But then she pulls up in like a beat up ass Tercel and she's like, yeah, I'm broke. Like that's the world we live in. Like everybody wants to flaunt and flex on Instagram.
Is the Tercel top of the power rankings for a car that connotes shittiness?
I've
Oh,
never
Pinto.
heard of a
No.
Pinto
Pinto.
Tercel.
Pinto.
Shout out to
Geo.
Toyota.
The
Oh,
Geo.
the Geo.
Yeah,
The
the
Geo.
Geo's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, Geo.
I like
We're
to
not
insert
making Tercels anymore, right? There are no more
No.
Tercels?
Tercel.
I haven't seen a Tercel in 25 years.
Tercel's done.
No.
The Ford Taurus also. The
Good
old
show.
ones.
The
were
Dodge
awesome.
Neon.
That's a really
The
good
ones when you're
Ooh.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a good
the,
one. Any
What about-
Pontiac.
The Corsica, whatever a Corsica was.
Corsica.
Buick or something.
the Taurus for me connotes the driver's school,
Driver's ed,
like
yeah.
the parking lot, and like turning the thing was like the most arm exercise you do in that day, and like the brake in the passenger side.
Then the
I
teacher
kinda
would
wish,
hit the brake hard.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
do you
"Oh."
think that should be a feature in most cars? I feel like I would use it if there was a
No.
passer side brake sometimes.
That's
What?
You would use it in your car because
that's
you drive like an
dangerous.
asshole, Witty.
Yeah.
Drive like an
You
asshole?
never.
No,
you're a
keep your hand on
no-turn
it.
signal asshole.
Oh no,
Really?
but
No,
that's
once you
that's
get married, once you
byproduct
get married,
of where we live. That's
once you
not
get
all.
married,
No, no, no,
and your
I'm-
wife is in the
if-
passenger
no.
seat. That's when she's
In
gonna use that
in
brake
Miami,
on.
I'm a top 1% turn signal
That's
user.
scary.
That still makes me like a 63% of the time turn signal user, but that is like top 1 percentile in the city that we
60%
live.
I'll
time
say
every
Roy is a fabulous driver. Roy
What?
has
Whoa,
driven me
I
home
heard
several
different.
times.
I heard
Wait, what?
What's happening?
I didn't talk to anybody. I don't know anything. I didn't know anybody. But I heard through the grapevine that Roy drives horrifically. He's like a bat out of hell. He like the video game Twisted Metal.
No, that's Chris Cody actually. That's Chris Cody.
He's not here to defend himself, Roy. So I don't know.
Yeah, where is
Throwing him
Chris
under the
Cody?
bus.
Yeah, where is Chris Cody?
All right.
Sleeping.
Right? Didn't you total your new Mustang like within like 3 weeks?
No, I didn't total my. No,
I
somebody.
saw you on the side of the road,
Whoa.
and your
Somebody-
car was
and
like
you
all
didn't help
jacked
him?
up. I
And you
texted him
didn't
like, "Are
help
you
him?
okay? Like, you need me to get off the
Texted
exit?"
him.
and
Oh,
come-"
so you stopped
You're a
for Roy, but
horrible
not for
person.
me.
I didn't see you
Oh.
crash.
He didn't stop for me. No, a guy lost control of his brakes, ended up on the emergency lane,
Jesus.
and sideswiped my car.
Lost control of his brakes, huh?
Ray
A
also
new
crashed
car?
into my mother-in-law's car in the parking garage.
Oh, see, that's more like it.
No.
Well,
I
granted,
was-
that
I
parking
was borrow-
garage.
I
No,
was
I was
borrowing her
put-
car and he crashed into it.
No, I was pushed off to the side because somebody almost hit me turning the corner.
It was always someone else.
I was
It's
also
always someone else.
This is a
regularly
character
Jaguars.
assassination on
I also
Roy.
regularly
how did this
drive
happen?
down by like where the cruise ships are, and all of a sudden I used to see it was like a Dodge Charger, Challenger, whatever, just like go by, and I'm like, what the hell was that? Always Roy.
Roy.
Yeah, well, I didn't drive a Challenger or a Charger.
You drove a Dodge.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
a
drove
great.
an
That's not a
Avenger.
great defense. That's not.
It's
a
a
great
nice
defense.
car
Oh,
too.
an Avenger.
That
You
car's
got
fire.
those cars wrong. It wasn't me.
It's
Bro,
like
that
the-
car
the
futuristic.
next
The car is fire. Yeah,
It's the paint job. It's like, dang, James Bond had that at one point.
yeah, that was the same color as my Mustang. It was silver. It was like silver bullet, man. It was
Remember the
beautiful.
time that Jess was on the side of the road and all of us like passed by and laughed at her?
Here he is.
No,
I did
when
not
did
do
this
that.
happen?
I
Where
remember
was
that.
this?
My
I was
Uber
on
had
Zoom.
a
I
flat
wasn't there.
tire.
Where?
On the causeway.
MacArthur Causeway.
When
And
was
I
this?
This was like not that long. It might have been in like August or September. I sent a message to Slack and I was like, my car got a flat tire. Like, can someone help me out? Like, maybe someone's on their way to work and they can pull over and just scoop me. Cause like you can't order an Uber from the emergency lane on the freaking causeway. And we were like at least a half mile from the closest light. We were at the worst possible spot. Like the guy could have just flopped over on his little 3-wheel at least to the next intersection, but no, we pull over and then everyone ignored me, and then I get into work and you're all talking about it on air with David Sampson, and I'm like, so you saw my message, and no one replied.
So it's a
Right.
I had the
Thursday.
studio already. So it
I
wasn't-
That's
sped
how they
by
do you.
when the guy was trying to fix the wheel and you were like very
So rude.
upset. I just like hit the gas a little harder.
I was just sitting in the car, and
Wow.
this was one of those instances too where the Uber driver didn't speak English, and I was just like, I don't know
Oh
what
my
I don't know
God.
what to do. Like I can't like. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I don't know if I should get out of the car, stay in the car. Like the heat is, the air conditioner is off now because his car's turned off, and I'm sitting in there sweating, panicking. It was terrible.
All right, August 10th, 2022, 7:51 a.m. Anyone driving into work right now? My Uber just got a flat tire on the causeway. You said
And what was the
everyone
next
ignored
response?
you. The
What
next
was the
response was from a mean who said, "I got you, Jess." And then you responded, MAO STFU.
Because he was in Phoenix. He's the only person who responded to be an asshole.
Oh no!
And there it is.
No, no.
Jeez, I mean,
We got to work better on our teamwork,
Did anybody
guys.
acknowledge it or no?
Chemistry needs.
Amin did.
No, they
No,
acknowledged
on
acknowledged
air.
it on air. Like,
Right.
oh, Jess is coming in late because you got
If
to.
you go
Dan's
to a
like,
team
oh,
retreat.
and Jess is coming in because she got a flat tire. And they're like, Dan, like,
Right. He was
what?
doing the whole everybody's late situation, but he lumped her into it, and that was
I was
pretty
off that
unfair,
week.
if you ask me.
it was mean. I was sad.
This is the first I've
Amin.
heard of this.
Exactly. You knew exactly where it was, though.
How many
Yeah.
more
I
Spanish
like the name
speakers
Hope.
are there than French speakers in the United States?
I just wanted to get an easy A, Tony. This wasn't like a utility thing. This was like, how do I boost my GPA?
French
I
is
took
easy
3
A.
years of
Fre-
Spanish.
yeah,
and
yeah.
still-
French is an easy
The French teacher was easier than the Spanish teachers at my school.
My Spanish teacher, she was the cheerleading coach for the basketball team, the girls. So I passed that thing with flying colors. Salute to you. I can't say your name. But I don't know any Spanish, though. That's the only downfall.
So maybe not that good of a teacher.
All right. No socios.
No,
There we
so
go.
sorry.
No, so
Good, good job.
Did you get to vosotros?
I got
That's not
to
a thing that.
Actividad.
Drove me crazy.
Oh, there you
Hey,
go.
We and us,
Actividad.
that's we. That's we,
Actividad
right?
B. Activity B, I think.
Okay.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
that'd be be. Actividad be.
Hey, there you go.
Did you learn a song in Spanish class?
Absolutely not. Not even a piece
No?
of it. No.
This is a feature of Spanish at our high school. Like every year, the Spanish teacher would change up the song that you had to learn. Mine was "La Vida es un Carnaval" by Celia Cruz.
What,
It's a great song.
This is
what
stable.
grade are you in at this point?
It was 10th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'd never.
You went to a
really?
hip hop school.
I never learned a song
Really?
in Spanish class. Yeah, never. Never. Billy, did you learn songs in Spanish class?
I learned La
once.
Marseillaise in French class.
I don't even know what that is.
That sounds wonderful.
I took 1 year of Spanish. 1 year. You're supposed to take 2 to graduate, but I took 1. I graduated anyway.
Wow.
Oh,
Bad
wow.
boy.
Wow.
Relax.
Exactly.
Heated the
Teacher
system like
is-
that.
I can see Roy with a leather jacket like flipped up, like, nah, only 1 year.
Only
for me.
1 year.
Not
Right.
By the way,
Second
the
year of
worst part
Spanish.
was I was trying to communicate with this guy, and the only Spanish word I could think of was de pinga because we had done that.
But that works in that situation.
You know what?
That
I mean,
works.
honestly,
That's
All
true.
you have to do
Yeah.
is look at the
It's a
time
good
and be
one.
like,
It's a good one. De
Shout out,
pinga.
shout out to
I don't
that
think
guy though,
Billy knows
because
what the pinga means.
I know what that means.
Jeremy,
It
can you
would've been
explain
someone-
what Topinga means since you don't know what it means?
I'm good. Someone else can explain it though.
it,
You
it
sure?
means of dick.
Oh,
The little
what?
translation.
Quite literal
The
translation.
little translation is of dick.
Okay.
Of
Right.
rich?
Juju,
Oh, okay.
here's something that I've learned from Refran Del Dia. Pinga just means penis, and any variation of pinga is a filthy word that you shouldn't say anywhere outside of the studio. And yet, it's the only words
and
that
yet it has
Tony-
remarkable versatility.
that
Incredible.
Tony
Ta is
has.
of,
Yeah,
ta is of,
exactly.
okay.
It's very broad.
Yeah. Refine Del Dia needs to come back soon. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Agreed.
Billy Gill, y'all, Lewis, y'all need to keep that shit going because
It
that's
seems to be
hilarious.
Lacking.
It seems like the year of Tony got too big for doing it anymore.
Damn
Oh
right.
my
That's
goodness.
not true. I'm
That's
I'm
so true.
always
I mean,
ready
hey,
to do
He's
it.
like season 6 Friends. Like he's asking for like $1 million an episode now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would want
McKay
to
said he wanted to do a show with us.
every
Adam
week.
McKay said he wanted to do a show with me and Tony.
And
That was
Tony
the last
said,
time we
"Meet
ever
my
did that
number."
goddamn show.
Adam McKay doesn't even know my name.
Tony said, "Send me a
David
script,
Schwimmer money.
McKay. I'll put it in the pod."
I'm still waiting, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, my boy just Hollywood. Me and you will do some shit then, Billy. How about that? We'll pick up the slack.
Let's
With
do
my-
something,
When
man.
my boy
Big
too
Rush.
Hollywood for us, we'll
That's
get it
Uh-huh.
going.
Mhm.
You
How
feel
about
me?
I
And you
found
can
the
talk
dia-
to Method Man or something.
Every
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Oh,
We
yeah.
should
Okay,
talk
that's
to
good.
Method Man, me and you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Billy, since you mentioned both season 6 of Friends and Pretty Little Liars earlier,
I don't know
saw
anything
an
about Friends.
I know, but it got me thinking about television. I saw a commercial the other day. I was trying to remember what it was for, and I realized it's on Hulu. There's a Hulu series now called How I Met Your Father, and I just have a question. Who's that for?
Oh my God.
It's
People that
supposed
watch
to
How I
be
Met
for
Your
Not
us.
me.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we
there's-
take
there's
a
like
minute to shit on How I Met Your Mother,
There's
please?
11 seasons,
sure.
but there's 11 seasons of it.
That
If-
show
if you don't
stinks.
have
Damn.
you
Wasn't
don't have
a
your
fan.
fill
I
of How
never
I Met
saw
Your
it.
Mother by now, and you need a second How I Met Your Father. Like, who is this for?
It's
Not
All
us.
those
It's
CBS.
for me.
people-
I'll say that.
People watch
It's for
CBS.
me.
What?
it's for Juju.
For you? You watch it,
It's for
Juju?
I love it. I love How I Met Your
What?
Mother, and I love How I Met Your Father. Yes.
Wow.
Salute to those
Big
shows.
Bang Theory.
If
Yeah.
you guys have any positions open, I would love to audition for them.
Hey.
Whoa.
What
I
about
noticed
Young
Little known
Sheldon?
They
facts.
hire black people?
the bass in everyone's
That's
voice
another
got,
story.
got very,
Oh,
very
okay.
quiet when Juju said it was for him.
I've never seen
I'm
this. I've never
sticking.
seen
I
I'm
it.
hate
persevering.
that show.
Also, Roy, very harsh to say that How I Met Your Mother is on the tier of Big Bang Theory. I don't think it's quite that.
Dude, Hillary Duff's in this show?
Ooh,
Wait, okay,
so
now
I'm
I'm
Hillary
interested.
Well, that's what I was
Duff.
gonna say.
Hillary
I think-
Duff,
Bill
Josh
Billy's
Peck.
in it.
How I Met Your Father is definitely 100% a nostalgia play for all of us. It's just using the actors from our childhood on a show that we watched when we were younger and just rebooting it. So it's using Josh Peck and Hillary Duff and taking these shows from childhood and using
Yeah.
them
So
and trying to get us
it
to
came from
rewatch
like
the
a
same
random-
show.
It's
came
like
from a
Abbott
random
Elementary.
early aughts generator.
Kim
Yeah,
Cattrall is
exactly.
on it.
Kim Control.
Really?
Is it the
You see?
same premise though, where we take 10 seasons to freaking find the answer, and it's stupid, and there's a
hope
narrator,
so.
and they're annoying characters, and
I
they
really
slap
hope
each
so.
other?
I really do because
Juju's
every
love
name
it.
y'all read, I'm a fan of these people so much. Hillary Duff, I see you. Kim
Mhm.
Cattrall, oh my God, you're a legend.
Mm.
By the way,
She
shout out
is.
to
Vic
Josh
was on that
Peck,
show?
huh? Who would have thought Josh Peck would make it this far? I actually saw Josh
Who is Josh
Peck.
Peck?
Josh Peck do
I
one
was
of
gonna
those
say, yeah.
one of those DraftKings like reads.
Really?
Like Josh
Oh,
Peck has
really?
an
So
affiliation.
he's our coworker.
Yeah, we're coworkers with Josh Peck. Who would have
Yeah,
thought?
how about that?
I always loved
Come on,
Josh
Mystery
Peck.
Crate.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
he's
always
too big for
surprised-
us.
I'm always surprised whenever those early aughts Nickelodeon shows come up in my TikTok feed that there's actually a universe of people that also watch those shows. Like I always just assumed that I was the only one, and I know it wouldn't
What?
have survived on television. But like I didn't know anybody at the time who was watching Drake and Josh on Nickelodeon. It was just this
Everyone
thing that
was
The
watching
Adventures
Drake
of
and
Alex
Josh.
Mack.
Really? I
Not
didn't know,
I.
I didn't know about television ratings back in 2003.
I had you
Like,
shooing for
I-
all television
Oh,
ratings
it's
from like the
2003.
moment you
Yeah,
were
me
born.
too.
Oh.
Whitty opens the
Jake-
newspaper and he's like, SpongeBob had a 4 rating on Friday night.
Wow, what a massive rating.
Wow.
Well, not to
Apparently
age
Godparents
myself.
only pulled a 2.
4.6. Wow.
Early
the
on.
older crew, there used to be the TV guide. Like back in the day, there was a TV guide that would
Yeah.
actually
Oh, the
give you
TV
the
guide.
show scheduled, but also the
Yeah.
ratings.
Yes.
Really?
Four
That's how old
stars.
I am.
4
I'm
stars.
definitely too young for all of that. I don't
Remember the
never
TV
heard of
guide
it.
Same age as
channel?
you, Cynthia.
Yes,
Oh, I love. Well, I mean,
the TV
it's-
guide channel.
You sit
Yes,
there
the
and,
TV.
and
Preview
your
channel,
eyes would
yes.
glaze over
Previews.
Right, and
because
it
you
just
needed to
go up
wait.
slow.
Yeah.
Oh
Juju,
my
did
God.
you
And
did
then
you
it
watch
would freeze for about 5 seconds.
Juju, you watched Nickelodeon back in the day? You know who Stick Stickly was?
Oh, absolutely. Stickly. I got a Stickly report right now. You feel me in my phone?
I know who
Really?
Stick Stickly is, but
Dude.
Jeremy
Yeah.
doesn't.
Stick Stickly fell off, bro.
Beyond
Like
my
I
age
thought
limit.
Stick
He
Stickly
fell
was
off.
destined for big things, maybe like a
You know
late
what
night show
happened?
at some point.
You know what happened?
What?
That scandal. They caught him that one time with that cocaine.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
deal.
Damn, poor
Exactly.
Stick Stickly.
Who
The
is Stick
pinga.
Stickly?
Thoughts
Wait,
and
this is
prayers.
Oh,
this
the actual
popsicle stick?
It's a
Now
little
I
stick.
remember it.
Yeah, Stick
it's a
Stickly, yeah.
little, yeah.
They
What
caught
the
him,
hell
yeah,
is
they
this
caught him.
thing?
I don't
Stick
know what that
Stickly was,
is.
Yeah, yo, man.
was a host on Nickelodeon.
Right. He used to break
Jessica,
down the
those
news.
are shows that come about under the influence of drugs.
No,
Those are
Stick
those kind of
Stickly was
shows.
it was like Face. Do you guys remember Face?
Look,
on-
am I
like,
phone?
that's
I'm
Nick
not
Jr.
even-
or
though,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Face from the
I
Goonies?
I just saw it on
Nah, dude.
Wikipedia.
You guys don't know.
There is a face in Goonies though.
Oh, Garfield.
Look, there's Stick Stickly right there.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
No, he was the man. Stick Stickly was the man.
This is in
It's
my
too
phone.
bad he
It's
had
not even-
problems.
This is my album. You feel me?
Oh,
I
wow.
love
Oh,
Stick
yeah.
Stickly.
that-
Stick Stickly.
Yeah, we gotta come up. We gotta have a nostalgia show. You feel me?
Is
Where
this
we
shit?
reflect on some of these shows.
Well, we're
I would,
not
I would,
gonna-
I would
Not
absolutely
again.
do.
there's
For what
too
it's
much
worth,
I would
of a
do a
range,
shows-
it seems like.
Ooh,
I would do
how
a
about
shows from our
Nickelodeon
childhood draft.
I
Shows from our
Ooh.
childhood draft. I do in 2
Ooh.
seconds.
for sure.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Nickelodeon
Can't do that
draft.
on television.
Not to throw
Nickelodeon.
around.
Roy's
the,
show is like the Brady Bunch or some shit.
No, you can't do that on
Wow.
television.
Oh.
You can't do that on
Leave,
television.
leave it to
That's my
Beaver
show.
for Roy.
You're just trying.
Roy show.
Do America.
Classic.
Do Americas, man.
Roy like the show. Amen.
Happy days.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, that's
dun,
too
dun,
American.
dun,
God.
dun, dun. Sherman Hemsley.
A Nickelodeon draft
Oh, yeah.
would
Not-
go hard.
not
Yeah,
to throw around
Nickelodeon
the,
slash TGIF slash.
Oh.
TGIF.
Network / Cartoon Network.
Oh,
Yes.
You
Cartoon
had a
Network.
draft.
Yes.
You had a draft idea a few weeks ago. What was it? It was British grocery stores / what?
It was a lot. I had to look it up.
We
It
can
was
we can combine that with shows from our
With
childhood.
Nickelodeon.
No,
Yeah.
we have to ration out our drafts. We can't
Yeah, you
waste
can't
them
do
all.
all
maybe
of
just
them
do
together.
one a month, one draft a month from here on
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
yeah.
it's
Right,
almost
so it's a
February,
good
so
idea.
I think in February we do the shows from our childhood draft.
Yes, sounds good.
Not to
I
throw
don't
around the
My childhood was
Nickelodeon.
just like 4 years ago, so I don't.
My childhood was 10 years
All
before
right.
everybody here.
Facts. Like, you children,
Kids
get out
over
of here.
Jesus.
Get off my lawn.
Tony, you going to Kansas City?
Nah,
Dang.
we couldn't
Wow.
reach an agreement
Meadow
with
Lark
the
dropped the
Jags.
ball.
Yeah, we couldn't reach an agreement with the Jags on certain things that we wanted to do, and
You wanted to be on Tony Khan's PJ.
See what
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
about Hollywood?
Okay.
yeah. Well, no, he out Hollywood me
No,
because
you
he
went
didn't allow
Hollywood.
me to do the things that he's gonna do. So
Right.
But we gotta do
Ready to be
something
you and
still.
Tony Khan and on
me,
par.
Tony Khan, Shad,
The two
Uh,
Tonys.
Lewis.
Shaka.
Shout
I
out
was
Vitor
thinking,
Belfort would've
thinking
been
about
there, too.
going. I was thinking about going Jags plus 8.5 in my picks pool, but now that Tony's not going,
All right. Well,
Right,
the,
that
with the
changes
Chiefs.
everything.
La
rocking
Abuelita-
with
Yeah.
the Chiefs.
La
Yeah,
Abuelita's
they-
still gonna be lit for the game.
Can we talk?
No,
about
no,
this?
don't light the candle. I'm taking the
Do we have
Chiefs.
No, I'm curious because I got behind the scenes Tony talk the other day, and we
Mm.
never finished the conversation. So maybe we can finish it now, or we don't have to. Where you kind of just went around the house, and you just grabbed one of your wife's nice candles, took the label off, and put on the Baselli thing. But I never got the end of the story. So what was her reaction to you taking one of her expensive candles for this bit?
Chancleta?
No, not Chancleta. So what happened was this. It was like 6:45 in the morning. It's early. The house is dark. I'm thinking, okay, I didn't buy a velita. I should have bought at Publix the long real saint candles. I was gonna buy one of
Yeah.
those like really long
Yeah.
ones.
Those are painted though, right?
Yeah, but I would have just put some stuff over it.
Ah,
So I wake up, I'm like, oh shit, I don't have a candle. What do I do? So I went into this like closet that we have right here in the pantry, and my wife is a big candle buyer, so we must have like 50 candles.
Let's count them. Go get some. Let's count the candles.
We'll fill.
Just bring a
we'll fill.
bunch of them with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a basket. Yeah.
He's
Go.
really getting up and going to do this now.
It was a
Yeah.
bad
I mean,
idea
it's
because he
Billy's
was
fault.
the one.
I mean,
he was the one
This was
telling
telling
the
the
was
story.
story.
He
Billy's
was
plan the
carrying
whole
the show.
time to get Tony to get out
Guys,
of here.
I'm out on
sabotaging.
candles, by the way. I saw a
Really?
TikTok of this person's house that had lit candles for like years, and it was so gross. There was like soot everywhere. And the person in the comments was like, "If that's what the walls look like, imagine your lungs." And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh my
Lord,
god, wow,
no.
this is."
Oh, kind of settle down.
Coke into your
That's a
lungs
good
and it'll
call.
clean it all
Settle
out.
down.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
This
Okay.
is your lungs on candles.
Jess,
Yeah.
I thought about
It
you
was
the other
That
day.
can't
specifically the
be.
three
That can't
big
be a
ones.
thing.
I thought
What,
about you the
Billy?
other day, Jess,
Thank
because I
you.
saw a book.
Thank you for thinking.
I saw a book that was
Do
a
you want the
cookbook.
candles or no?
Hold on. We'll get to it.
I got
Wait
places
your
to
turn.
be. I got
Lazy
places
Oh,
to
river.
be. I got
Tú
places to
siempre
be.
tienes un sitio para irte.
I
Hollywood.
do.
It
What was
was
that? I'm
exactly. It was
I
a
took
book.
1 year of Spanish.
I have to go to therapy for my ankle.
I do.
Come
In 11 minutes, actually.
I
Okay.
think you were
Damn.
fine.
Salute to your ankle.
I thought you were healed.
Oh, not yet.
All right, show
Ocean
us your
Center.
candles, and then
All
Billy
right,
can finish
candles.
his story.
Just kick me out afterwards. All right, we've got a eucalyptus rain.
Wait, what brand is this?
This
Let
is
it
White
rain.
Barn.
White
Oh,
Barn.
okay.
Wow.
Salute to White Barn, man. We see y'all.
White Barn.
Hollywood.
Thinking
There's
about your
also-
lungs, I'm worried.
There's four
All
of
right.
them that
Salute
I
the
can
White Barn
grab.
candles. Send us some, man. Send
Actually,
us
this
some.
one's. Ooh, this one's delicious.
I like how we went from I have 50 candles to he could only find 4.
No, I can only carry 4. I wasn't gonna
Ah.
bring the entire
I have a
box.
basket. I mean,
I
Yeah,
mean,
some
you
things are
could've.
all in the rack, whatever. Not the point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is Bath and Body Works, Billy's favorite.
Shout out to them.
Ocean
Yeah.
Driftwood.
Ocean Drift.
Delicious.
Wow.
Great scent.
Wow.
Set a drift.
Ah, it's a good one.
Real ocean driftwood is a little musty, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
curious what that smells like.
This is no.
Little less must.
It's not
Salty.
must. It's more of a.
Does it smell like seawater and dead fish?
No, that's
Yeah.
red. That's red
Water
tide.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
This
Shout out
should
to
be a
Miles
new
Miami.
bit for Tony, smelling
Very soon.
candles.
I can actually. I don't know. It's a weird thing I have where I
The
can
bit no one
feel
asked
the.
for.
I can
Dude.
feel the candle.
You should
can
start.
feel
You
the
should
candle.
start a candle line with Billy Corbin that just smells like pollution, like different degrees of pollution.
It's like Biscayne
Beach
Bay.
to whale.
Yeah.
Like agua fango de factoría de Hialeah.
Sewage runoff
Ew.
in the bay.
Flooded Edgewater.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Collapsed building.
Brickle garage.
Wow.
This is White Tea and Sage, also from Bath and Body Works. White Tea and Sage.
How's that one?
That's good. This was actually one we burned a ton.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big
I
on
think so.
sage. You know.
You really never
Burn
know what you're gonna
Or
get on
lungs.
mystery
In the
freight.
house.
Of course.
Oh, this is an all-timer. This one's so good. This is another Bath and Body Works.
Sheets and giggles.
This is scented with essential oils, but this is probably my favorite. Fresh balsam. Christmas
Where's
tree.
Chris Cody? I've been
Where's
like on
ball
7
sack?
Zooms this week that he was
I
supposed to be
don't-
part of
yeah.
and just
Get your head
didn't
out of the
show
gutter.
up for.
Fresh balsam.
Yeah,
Ball
that's
sack.
a
Fresh
Christmas
balsam.
flavor.
Yeah,
That's a
fresh
Christmas
ball
balsam.
sack is what it's called.
Yeah, that's
Balls.
exactly what
Yeah.
it's like.
Yeah,
Those
that's
things
what
you
it's
used to buy
called.
at Spencer's, where it was like bacon candle, and you're like, "Oh, this smells like shit." It's like this is the vomit candle.
Okay, go get more.
Strike
Go
me-
get more.
Bye, Tony.
We need more.
Alright.
We need.
Yeah,
Billy,
come
soon, Tony.
Billy, what was
Salted
the thing you saw
caramel.
that made you think of me?
I thought of you the other day because I was walking through a store called Five Below, which now should be called
Yes.
Five Above.
I love Five Below.
There's nothing below
Yes.
$5 in that store anymore. The entire thing just has $5 on everything, and then there's a section with
$10.
exactly, and then there's like
$10. Yeah.
$15. and I'm like,
15.
whoa, like
This
Mhm.
is
Whoa.
above
Oh, he's got
five.
let's
four
calm
more.
down
He's got
here.
four
This
more.
is Five Below.
I'm
Okay,
with
let's
you,
see.
How
Billy.
do you have so many candles?
So
That's it.
Salute to the
50.
Dollar Tree.
I have a lot of
we're
candles.
never gonna get to this.
There's, Woody, there's a lot of
What's that
like
one?
candle sales in the bigger, like Bath and Beyond. They all have the candle sales.
Salute to
Buy
Five
'em in
Below, by
bulk.
the way.
With the
Yeah,
with the
salute
looking
to
lotion
for an
Five Below.
influencer.
Salute
Five
to the
Below is
Dollar
a
Tree.
scam.
and
Salute to the
Below is a
Dollar
scam.
General.
Hands.
Salute to the.
Dollar Tree is the better
Family
of all
Dollar.
the dollar stores. Just
Yeah.
saying.
This
You
is
go
Yeah,
to
another
yeah,
Dollar
white
yeah.
Tree
barn,
with
by the way.
you go in Dollar Tree with $30. You come out motherfucker with 25 items.
That's right.
Mhm.
You feel
Yeah.
me?
Facts.
This is
Facts.
Laundry Day.
Salute
It
to the
smells
general
like-
also.
Ooh.
The one that
Fresh
works with
linen.
Jack.
It smells like
Cartoon
Exactly.
General.
Laundry, sounds
Yeah.
like
Like
great
fresh
I love a
cotton.
good linen.
Dirty undies.
Something in
Yeah.
mind.
Oh,
Go to
no,
the
no,
general.
no,
Save
no.
some time.
Fresh.
After the wash. After the wash.
Juju knows.
Oh, okay.
You feel
That's
me?
by me and you, Juju.
Dirty laundry.
Exactly.
Oh my
Podcast,
God.
Me
The
and you,
Billy
Method
Corbin.
Man.
Wow,
Remix that song with
another
Method Man. I was just
Wow.
thinking that.
Right, me and you.
That one
Perfect.
you should
Yeah.
throw away. That's gonna
That
start
one
a
looks
fire.
Juju and Billy,
Nice.
I want to.
Bottom, my God.
Okay, cool.
It's
Jeremy touch
empty.
that.
There's
What's
no
that
wax.
smell?
They'll
This
play it
is-
at the Heat games for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is an
Tony,
impossible
you're
thing to
late
listen
for
to.
therapy.
The
I
new
know. I'm
Pepper,
waiting.
like,
I'm waiting on the
100%.
class to be quiet so I can finish my
Let's make
project.
it work.
Wait, what is that
Yeah,
one?
it's
It's
good talk.
unlistenable.
Yeah.
Lakeside
Probably
morning.
so.
Lakeside
But-
morning.
Lakeside
With a U?
morning.
Chris, we didn't have
Lakeside
this enjoying
morning.
all
No,
of
With
this.
a
not with
U?
a U. Not with
Oh.
a U. Morning like the morning.
Oh, okay.
With
day,
you
start
would
of
be
the
in the
day.
Corbin
Alonzo.
collection.
Oh, casket.
Yeah.
That would be in the Corbin collection. Lakeside
Funeral.
morning.
The U.
Morningside morning. No.
We should create our own candles.
This
That
is
sounds-
this
Yeah.
is smells like you go out camping on a lake somewhere in like
In the
the
morning.
Pacific Northwest, and you wake up in the morning, you walk out of your tent, you take that first big breath of air, the pines are all around you. There's a
Yeah, the
beautiful,
dudes
I
on
love the
ground,
visual.
yeah.
the
Have
beautiful
you ever
lake.
been
Yeah.
camping?
No.
Exactly.
I want to.
Hey, minor details.
Camping is
doesn't
a
matter.
sweaty, swampy mess no matter where you go. You're waking
Yeah.
up, you're covered in sweat, there's dew everywhere, and you kind of
Mhm.
feel like shit. You
Dew.
slept terribly.
Do.
Yeah,
This
I
one,
do the
this
do,
one
yeah.
would be
Yellow
like
line.
You're eating
in the Billy
shit
Corbin
food.
line.
Do.
Billy, it
this
would be like Brickle Businessman. That's what
Brickle
this one is.
businessman?
Mm.
What is
What
it
is it like?
actually
It's got a
called?
strong musk.
It's called graphite. It's got a very
Smells like fraud.
it's got a very
Uh,
sharp musk to it.
musk.
Sharp
Yeah,
musk.
that's Brickle.
You
For
love
Have you
sure.
ever been in an elevator with a Brickle businessman and they get off and it still smells like that guy? Yeah, no one
This
wants
is-
a candle
this
with
is
that
it.
The
smell.
trail.
No, nobody wants
Yeah.
that. No,
It's good
no,
though.
no.
All right, this is my last
Yeah.
one. Then I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Smell the success, bro.
guys. Guys, this is,
You got a
this
good
is of
one.
the White Barn, but like the exclusive White Barn collection that has the actual White Barn
Ooh.
with like a
Survival.
leather. It's almost like a leather textured.
Mm.
Oh, so that
Oh,
was
you gotta
extra.
keep
That's
that
like
glass.
a $20 candle.
It's one of my
Yeah, you gotta
worst
keep that
ideas
glass
yet.
there, yeah.
It's up
Great.
there.
This is Bergamot Waters.
Bergamot waters?
Burger? What?
No,
Is that how you
Bergamot.
pronounce that?
Wally Burger Waters.
How would you pronounce Bergamot? Bergamot.
Bergamot.
Bergamot or bergamot?
No,
What does
there's
that
a T at
mean?
the
What does
end.
it smell like?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that?
Is it like the Italian city of Bergamo?
Oh,
No.
Lord.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
I mean,
it. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
spelled
yeah.
probably the same.
Bergamo. Bergamo.
Oh, it's not. It's not spelled the same.
Oh, no.
This to me smells like
Podcast
Tony,
is
I
just
candot
Tony
describe
smells
how
It's a type.
bad.
candles.
It's like a type
Tony,
of fruit, I think.
Tony, you smelling things on a podcast is truly
love
horrendous
it.
content.
I love it.
it's only
No one
horrendous
asked for this
content.
except Billy.
It's
I
It's
love
only
it.
horrendous content because you said it was horrendous content.
Oh, well, yeah.
No.
This is his year, man. Stop.
Bergamot water smells
It's
like
everybody's year, though.
a
I'm gonna
private
bring you a-
school.
Exactly. It's his and ours also.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Bergamot water smells like a private school by the ocean or by a lake of some sort that like rich kids go to, and they have like sailing class, right?
Sailing
Bergamot,
class.
yeah, that's what Bergamot water smells like.
Sailing.
Takes
By
me
the way,
away.
Take me away.
Shout out to
You
Sierra
feel me?
Mist, R.I.P.
Shout
Got me
out
not
to
forgot
Chris.
it.
Right, I'm
Cross.
leaving. Goodbye.
Wait, Sierra Mist is no longer?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
starry now.
Oh,
It's being
nah.
Wait,
rebranded.
for real?
Crystal
R.I.P.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Salute the Crystal
Crystal
Pepsi.
What's it called?
Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi.
I think it's called Starry
Oh.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
They
Already.
rebranded.
Aw.
Mhm. R.I.P.
what?
Damn.
Because
I
it's
kinda like the-
outselling everybody. That's why.
The packaging is kind of cute though, TBH.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't
about
seen it
that.
yet.
No.
When you Google it, like the whole thing is like, this really tastes like citrus, and it's like, oh, okay. Like the other one was just fine. It's not a big deal.
I
The other
mean,
one was
yeah.
Sierra
water.
Mist, Sierra Mist, if we're being real, is you're at a restaurant, they only have Pepsi products, and you asked for Sprite. Like that's
Right.
like
Yeah.
there's nobody
Yeah.
there's nobody who walks in anywhere and goes, "Can I have a Sierra Mist, please?"
I do, but it's
No
when
one.
when I'm like, can I have a Coke? And they're like, well, we have Pepsi. I'm like, well, can I have a Sierra Mist then? Like, I'll take a Sierra Mist,
Just-
thank you.
just give me
The-
water,
Man, what a
Give me
rough
water.
way to be the best way to ask for your drink is because of the default of not wanting Pepsi after a Coke. All right,
Yep.
I'll have a Sierra Mist. That's their slogan.
You're 2 layers removed from actually wanting the thing.
Right.
And yet it's
Okay, I'll
probably-
have a Sierra
they-
Mist.
They probably made billions of dollars off of those two facts.
True.
Are there any other products like that?
The mystery crate.
Mm.
Yeah.
Billy, finish your story.
Just joshing.
Oh, so I was at Five Below, and they had like a book section. So I walked through the book section, and it was a book that made me think of you because it was a cookbook, and it was entitled "Recipes Inspired by TikTok."
Ooh,
Nice.
How much was it? Was it 5 or below?
It was probably 5.
It was
then it was
5.
like, we got with 40 TikTok creators to go over their best recipes. And I'm like, well, then this is just a cookbook. And then I looked through it. I'm like, it's just a cookbook.
We should have you, influencer Billy Gill, go to a Five Below and this guess, is this 5 or below?
Wow.
You feel me?
Oh,
Say
I
it.
like
Price
that
is
idea.
right.
New
I like
We also
game.
have
Yeah,
a Jess
I'll come
cookbook.
with you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's be fire.
I've got a Five
Influencers.
Below in the corner of my house. I'll go grab some stuff now and bring it in on Monday.
Wow.
Influencer
Wow.
Cynthia.
Make sure you
Influencer.
expense that though. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
The
influencer
I'll just
problem
Joy.
return it
with-
after we're done.
The problem
I'll
with
return
TikTok
it. It's fine.
Oh, never
cooking
mind then.
influencers is that the TikTok videos are like 60 seconds long, and they're like, so then you do this and this and this and this and this, and then it's done. And you're like, well, I'm never gonna write all of this down because that's psychotic. So I'm just gonna Google a recipe for something like this and cook that instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
you
just to put TikTok on the title to grab your eyes. Is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
the
Worked
point of that
for you.
cookbook. It did. It did.
It's
We're
kind of
talking
like
about
how it's kind of like how there's like a Sirius XM pop music station that's called TikTok Radio, and it's just pop music. It
Is it
doesn't
really?
it doesn't distinguish at all from any other pop. It's just pop
They
music.
should play
But they
TikTok
put-
sounds on it. Like you're listening to
Yeah,
like a,
yeah.
you're listening to like a song that's going viral like from the weekend, and then the next one is like that Miss Piggy sound of her singing. Let me do it for you.
It's kind of like that book, The Subtle Way of Not Giving a Fuck, that Katie Porter had. Like, you just have the word fuck on there, and that's how you.
Oh, boy, come
That's a
on,
good
man.
shout. That's a good shout, honestly.
Well, we did
That's
talk
how we
about that
talked
on my
about
show
it.
yesterday, and
Exactly.
it got totally shit on by Amin, and then David
Right.
Sampson got offended because people were not gonna give the movie a shot because Amin said it was stupid.
This
And
is
then
now
he
the
called
third
me
different
an insecure
LeBatard.
piece of shit.
Yeah, he did call him that.
Yeah.
Who?
I was
Wait,
like,
what
damn.
happened?
David called Amin an insecure piece of shit. Or
Yeah,
I think.
that's verbatim.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a direct quote. It might not be a direct quote, but it's
Like,
pretty close.
legitimately, like he did?
Like it was close, yeah.
It
Nah,
was
he
like,
really- he literally said,
Billy,
he like,
yesterday's
"You are."
local hour was one of the
It
best.
was
ones,
fun.
I will say.
it was a good
was
one.
lit.
It was
But, like,
a
he
good
was
David
mad at
Sampson
him and he
local hour.
yelled at him?
No,
David doesn't joke around that much though, so
Yeah.
yeah. But maybe
Amin was coming after him, so he
Yeah.
put the defense mechanism up. But it was
Coming
just a
after his
request from
stuff.
Dan, right? It was Dan was like, "Hey, can you do some improv right quick between the guy who's insincere and the laughter?" And Dave was like, "You are so insecure."
Mhm.
It was.
So, I
it was
mean,
good.
Yeah, just go check it out, guys. Local hour,
Local
brought to you
Hour. Local
by
hour.
DraftKings.
January
Yeah.
19th.
Dan Le Batard Show, where we get podcasts.
You feel me?
Salute to Stephen A. also in his book.
Oh man, salute to Stephen A.
Straight shooter.
Yep.
He'll be on
Salute
next
to
week.
Have it.
Prince Harry and his book
It's in
too.
the
We're
back.
reading
Did
for
you
our
get
book
did you get it at
club.
Costco?
Oh, there it is.
I Amazoned it because it was coming the next day.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It was
look at
it's a
that.
TikTok book.
I did
I
not
got
know
some
that.
TikTok music coming out too at the end of the next month.
yeah.
Next month, I'm
Exclusively?
putting out-
Hey.
Yep, I'm gonna call it a TikTok song.
Okay.
Anybody
Alright.
wants to
Fred.
be on it, guess what? Hop on it. We going. Jessica, I owe you
Let's
a
do
phone
it.
call. Me and Jessica Smetana single coming soon.
Oh,
Hey.
snap.
Book it. It hasn't been done yet. I didn't talk to anybody or know anything, but I can predict the future.
All right, let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll
I
do it
wanna do
for
a
another
song with
episode of
Alia.
Mystery Crate. Be sure to check out all the podcasts, the LeBatard and Friends Podcast Network. Jessica, what's on Goal Against Smetty this week?
Just a super wild card weekend recap, a preview of what's to come. Golik and I are getting ready for Arizona, figuring out if I'm staying at his house and therefore kicking Billy and Stugotz out and what the deal is there. And off the looking glass, we'll be back soon.
Bow, bow, bow.
Roy Bellamy, I saw the return of Montgomery and Company this week. What's going on in the program?
Yeah, we had Bomani Jones. Bomani Jones's show Game Theory returns today. And that's on HBO. So we had him on.
Wait,
Montgomery.
it's a Friday night show?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a Friday night show.
I thought it was a Sunday night show.
They moved it to Friday night.
Yeah, they moved it to Friday night. It used to be the lead-in. It wasn't the lead-in to John Oliver's show, but now I think
was
it's
the lead
after
out.
Bill Maher's show.
I think it's on after Bill Maher
Yeah.
tonight.
And,
It's a late Friday.
Yes, and also on because Miami, we have former Florida Democratic State Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith to talk about Ron DeSantis. So you know how that's going to go.
Jeremy Taché, you're the producer of Too Many Men, of the Metal Larkers. You have your own podcast. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks. Too Many Men. Check out everything they're doing, just because I think that they're tremendous and they're just so informed on hockey. Like, I feel like I have learned so much just from being around their podcast. So they're great, and they also have been standing up for some really great things within the sport. So listen to them. Those podcasts come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, and we will have some fun stuff from the NHL All-Star Game, as we were talking about at the beginning of this podcast. So tune into all the Le Batard social channels for that. Meadowlarkers this week, Jessica Smetana stepped in for Howard Bryant. There was a conversation on the future of college football with NIL, including Jaden Rashada. And then on my podcast this week, we talked Miami Heat, spoke with the folks of 5 on the Floor from the 5 Reasons Sports Network. And we had a full Miami Heat discussion with more detail than anyone in this audience would probably like to listen to at the moment. But if you're a big Heat fan, definitely tune in. And yeah, it'll be great.
Miami mic'd up wherever you get podcasts. Billy Gill, what's on God Bless Football this week?
We had Golic kind of. We had 2 episodes ish. We had Golic recap last week, but you could skip that one because that was in the past. We had Golic previewing this week. We had Austin Eckler on talking about losing. And other things. We had Antonio Tarver come back on to make picks for some reason. And
it's not that Tony is like a good luck charm. It's that Austin Eckler's been going on God Bless Football.
Wow, geez.
How do we not figure this out sooner?
God,
I mean, my God,
Chiefs minus 8.5.
Hurtful. Late in the season.
And right after this, we're going to record with Chris Sims and put out a bonus episode because he was talking to Andy Reid today, and he's in Kansas City.
Ooh.
So,
Episode.
double episode, more or less. So,
Episode.
God bless football.
Episode, yeah.
And
God
all of you.
bless football. Juju, anything to plug?
I work for all of these great podcasts, and so listen to all of them. Also, haters out there, you win. You know, like it's 2023. You win. I have no arguments for you. If you hate on me for anything this year, guess what? I extend love to you. So if you coming in my mentions, if you coming in my sisters or brothers' mentions, we're going to meet you with love. You feel me? Let's put that hate away and let's get into the love zone. Let's support each other. Really. I never told you, brother, how important you are to me. Your father wore a shirt that I created in the pandemic. And that meant so much to me, seeing your father like smiling with my shirt on. Excuse me. I'm actually getting choked up because he's such a nice man, and you've been nothing but, even before I started working here, you would be on the phone with me and we would talk about different methods I could use for just being a better person and being more involved with this side of the entertainment aspect. And so I would never go a day without appreciating you, brother. And we still talk for hours on end sometimes, you feel me, about just the betterment of improving ourselves. And so you always have a place in my heart as well as your father. And I thank you, brother.
Thank you, Juju. You're very nice to me. I appreciate that.
I love that.
All love in the ear of Tony.
Good man. Good man.
I love this.
Let's not do anything with Tony, though, if we're going to be honest with you, Juju.
But check out the YouTube and stuff that he might.
Oh, and Twitch, by the way. Twitch.tv/LeBatard and friends. Check that out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Roy, do the thing.
Chris, Cody, have anything as well?
No.
No,
he doesn't get to plug anything. He doesn't show.
He's not here. He's not here.
What's going on with him? Is he okay?
Okay, yeah.
You guys saw him yesterday, right?
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Terrible voice, but he was okay.
Oh, Buffalo did it, huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One last piece of thing. Are they doing that billboard situation? Or do we have to bulletproof the
Cynthia?
house?
Guys, I will jump on Frontier myself and stand in front of that damn stadium because the Buffalo advertising agencies are shook right now, and it's work in progress. We're making it happen somehow, some way. We're gonna do it.
Okay, goodbye.